For the next 30 days, you are going to reset your financial life. Not with luck, not with miracles, but with clarity, discipline, and a mindset powerful enough to rewrite your future. Money doesn't change until you do. And these next 30 days will show you exactly how. On day 1, you begin with the truth. You sit down with your income, your expenses, your debts, and your habits. No hiding, no excuses. Most people never fix their finances because they never face them. But today, you choose honesty. You choose growth. You choose responsibility. From this moment forward, you will know exactly where every coin, every sadie, every dollar is going. And when you gain awareness, you gain control. On day 2 and day 3, you reset your relationship with money. You stop seeing money as something scarce, something stressful, something that controls you. Instead, you begin to see it as a tool that obeys rules, a tool that responds to strategy. You tell yourself, money flows to me when I understand how it works. Money grows for me when I treat it with wisdom. You begin shifting from survival mode to growth mode. On day 4, you pause your unnecessary spending. You challenge yourself to keep your money instead of wasting it. Every impulse becomes a question: do I need this, or is this just a habit? The fewer the leaks, the faster the ship moves. And every day you hold on to your money, you prove to yourself that you are not controlled by cravings or pressure. On day 5 and day 6, you build your emergency buffer. Even if it's small, even if it's $5, 50 sadies, one note at a time. The amount doesn't matter. The habit does. You create a tiny safety net, and with it comes confidence and stability. Because when emergencies stop breaking you, your life begins to move forward faster. By day 7, you start noticing your discipline strengthening. You start noticing your awareness growing. You begin understanding how much you were wasting, how much you were guessing, and how much you were living without a plan. But now you're stepping into control. You feel it. On day 8, you start tracking your spending daily. Not weekly, not monthly, daily. Because money moves every single day, and the only way to win the game is to stay conscious. You write everything down, and suddenly the truth becomes clear. Money didn't disappear, it was slowly escaping, unnoticed. But not anymore. From day 9 to day 11, you focus on learning one powerful skill: separating your wants from your needs. This ability alone can transform your income. You begin to delay gratification. You begin to say no. You begin to prioritize your future instead of your feelings in the moment. Delayed gratification is not deprivation, it's preparation. On day 12, you build a simple budget, not a complicated one filled with spreadsheets you'll abandon. You give your money a home, a mission, a direction. And for the first time in a long time, your money feels like something you control, not something that controls you. By day 13 and day 14, you begin to eliminate bad money habits. The late-night impulse buys, the monthly subscriptions you forgot about, the unnecessary upgrades, the silent expenses that drain your progress. You remove anything that steals from your financial future. You protect your progress like a treasure. On day 15, you confront your debts. You write them clearly. You decide which one to attack first. You choose the smallest or the most painful. You begin reducing the weight that has been slowing you down for years. Every payment, no matter how small, is a victory, a psychological win, a turning point. By day 16, something changes. You start to feel lighter, stronger, more focused. You begin to realize that being broke was never just about money, it was about lack of direction. But now you have direction, and that changes everything. On day 17 and day 18, you begin learning new financial skills. How to save, how to invest, how to multiply instead of just spend. You don't need to become an expert, you just need to understand the basic rules. Because the moment you understand them, you stop losing the money you work so hard to earn. On day 19, you begin building a second income. Something small, something simple, something you can grow. The world rewards people with multiple streams of income. And you begin that journey today. Whether it's digital, creative, technical, or physical work, you choose one path and take your first step. On day 20, you track your progress. You look at your spending, your savings, your debts, your mindset. You realize something powerful. You've changed more in 20 days than some people change in 20 years. And you're just getting started. From day 21 to day 24, you begin strengthening your discipline. You practice consistency. You protect your money from emotional decisions. You build small habits every morning, checking your balances, updating your records, making smart choices. Small habits become big change. By day 25, you feel a transformation happening inside you. Money no longer feels confusing. You no longer feel helpless. You begin seeing possibilities, not limitations. Opportunities, not obstacles. You start seeing yourself as someone capable of building wealth. On day 26, you start preparing your future. You set financial goals, real goals. Clear goals. Goals with numbers. You decide what you want. Savings, investments, a business, a home, stability, peace. And you begin building a roadmap. On day 27, you refine your spending. You optimize your habits. You improve your discipline. You save more than you did last week, not because you have more money, but because you have more control. On day 28, you shift from consumer to creator. From spender to investor. You start thinking long-term. You start asking intelligent questions. How can I make my money work for me? What skills can I learn? What value can I create? This is the mindset of wealth. On day 29, you look back at who you were. At the person who felt overwhelmed. At the person who didn't know where to begin. At the person who thought change was impossible. And you realize, that person is gone. You have evolved. And on day 30, you reset your life. You step into a new financial identity. Stronger, wiser, disciplined, focused, and ready for the next chapter. This is more than a challenge. This is a rebirth, a transformation, a declaration that you will never again live in confusion, fear, or financial darkness. You are not the same. You are not who you were. You are rising. You are rebuilding. You are becoming financially powerful. And this is only the beginning. Your next 30 days, your next 90 days, your next year will be the most transformative of your entire financial journey. This is your money reset. This is your comeback. This is your new life. And as you rise, remember this: wealth doesn't start with money. Wealth starts with clarity, with awareness, with discipline. And you now have all three.